right? I have never been waiting so eagerly to start my role as much as today, and for multiple reasons. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to yet another meeting of the Leaders Connect and the Toastmasters Club of Storytellers. It's a beautiful morning today, and there is that festive nip in the air. Can you all feel it? Well, up north, we certainly can. And why so? Because it's a festival called Karwa Chauth. And as I was pondering upon the theme for today, which is resistance, what stops you? I found a brilliant match between the festival and the theme. I'm sure you ask me how is related to the theme. Well, when I pondered, I realized that Karwa Chauth as a festival is a celebration. It's a celebration of the perseverance, the persistence, and the faith of one woman who ensured that it is that she never gives up, that nothing will stop her. And she finally managed to reclaim her title as the queen of her beloved's heart. My dear Toastmasters, friends, and guests, if nothing can stop her, what will stop you? Well, we get to hear with our Toastmaster of the day today, Toastmaster Monica. But before we hand over the stage and proceed forward, let's read out the mission of today's of Toastmasters Club. The mission of a Toastmaster, which can lead to increased self-confidence and personal. And let me also remind you of the basic housekeeping rules. Rule number 1, let us keep ourselves on mute when somebody is speaking, unless, of course, asked for. Rule number 2, let us speak when we get an opportunity. And this is open for as well. Turn on your videos, put on your smiles, and encourage the speakers. With that, I would like to call upon our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Diptendu, on the virtual podium with a huge round of applause.
Huge, really huge round of applause for me. Well, not just for me, but for all of you as well, who have chosen to spend the next couple of hours with Toastmasters. You know that this is a place which provides a positive and supportive environment to hone leadership and communication skills. But more importantly, the whole vibe of Toastmasters is that of positivity, that of encouragement, and we are here because we want to imbibe and embrace the positivity that others want to share with us and reciprocate in equal measure. So thank you all for attending today's meeting. And one thought that I'd like to start the meeting is today's meeting is question everything. When we talk about questioning, for example, when say right-wing politicians question left-wing politicians, when people from one religion question other religion, this usually creates conflict. But as individuals, let us start questioning in a more positive way. I came across a video on Facebook yesterday night wherein person A asks person B, a person was born, the question was this: what is the age of someone who was born in the year 1928? This was the question. Now, the person who was supposed to answer asks a flurry of questions back to person A. He asks, all right, which month of 1928? Which geographical location in 1928? What time in 1928? So that the answer could be precise. So that is the message that I want to start this meeting with. Question everything in order to understand the people in front of you, in order to understand the problem in front of you, in order to understand the situation that you are facing. And that is constructive, positive questioning. With this, I would now like to quickly go around this virtual meeting room. And if there are any guests, non Toastmaster guests who are joining us for the first time, anyone?
Not first time. I joining. I think third time. But yes, still I'm guest. Today I'm going to join.
But Ravinder, I would love to hear from you. How did you get to know about Toastmasters, and what do you do?
Okay. I'm working with Accenture and as a QA manager. And I think long time back I was part of one of the group uh, with NetWest group. So again, I just start this group, and I just came to know from Mohit. Mohit being some group is still running from the Toastmaster. So I am Mohit. I came to know about this group.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining today, Ravinder. I hope you become a part of, formally become a part of Toastmasters community and continue to grow. Anyone else? Any more guests do we have in today's meeting? Ujjwal?
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Sanchi. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Sanchi, go ahead, and then Ujjwal.
Yeah, so I'm joining for the first time, but I've been in other Toastmaster groups before, joining this one for the first time. I'm a writer and nature lover by heart, and a tech writer by profession, is how I would introduce myself.
Wonderful.
And deeply introduced me to
Good to
this
have you
group.
here. I hope you enjoyed today's meeting. And on to Ujjwal. Ujjwal, would you please like to share a little bit about yourself?
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ujjwal Gupta. This is my first time I'm joining this uh, group. I came to know about this group from social media. So I thought to join this group for communication improvement purpose.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Good to have you in the meeting, Ujjwal. I hope this meeting is worth your while and is attractive enough for you to join Toastmasters formally. So, Ravinder, Ujjwal, Sachi, sit back, sit tight, and just take in whatever is on offer today. And we would now carry forward and carry on with the meeting. Today, we have got a very interesting theme which will be presented by a wonderful Toastmaster Monica. Monica, you are in. Yes, Monica is on the top right of my screen. So, Monica, one thing is assured for today's meeting that it is going to be insightful, it is going to be hard hitting. That is what we have come to know Monica for. So, I am personally looking forward to what will unravel in the next few minutes. So, Monica, the virtual stage is yours. My job as the PO is over, and I'm looking forward to it. Toastmaster Monica. Let's invite her with a round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dipendu. Thank you, everybody, for joining in today. What a wonderful day it is. But again, as per the topic, this resistance hit me hard today. I was not keeping well last night. So early morning, it asked me, should I have fast today or not? I've been doing it every year. What if I don't do it this time? You know, who was this talking to me? This was my resistance, speaking hard to me. Okay, I decided no. This is something I really want to do it because this is what I love to do it. Some form of gratitude to my husband for the things that he provides me, the love he offers me. So I decided I'll fast. I had all the rituals in the morning. I slept off as a ritual, of course. And when I woke up, it was 10:15. Again, this beautiful resistance started to talk to me. I call it beautiful because there is a reason behind it, and I'll share that with you. And this resistance said me, "Oh, you are on fast. You are not even feeling well. Tell team that you won't be able to join in today." Again, I had an option to either quit or fight back with this resistance, which I decided, let me again make this resistance sit back and let me take a lead now. And that's how I'm into this room, because I really want, I think this is some lesson that I had gone through today. So I thought, let me begin my discussion with that only. And why I call this resistance beautiful? That's it's my own ego talking to me. How can my ego be bad to me? This is my ego trying to save me. It's my ego creating a defensive system for me to feel safe and secure. But at the same time, this resistance or this my sweet little ego, which is trying to become bigger than my action taker, I again have an option. Whom do I really want to nurture more? My action taker or my ego, which right now is not working well. And that's on every alternate day in our life. Maybe the situation will appear that your internal ego start talking to you to stop you. But again, you have an option to take charge and make it sit down. And let this defensive system to help you to understand how you can improve yourself to be better in control of the situation. So with that, I think we can begin the meeting for the today. Very first, I'm little unwell, so please bear with me. I may go haywire, and I'm sure you all will support me. And I would need my fellow Toastmasters to correct me if ever I go wrong in this session. But again, to begin, I think today's session would be, as per the Toastmasters agenda, would have 3 segments. First segments, everybody is waiting for. Most of us have prepared so well for it, is the prepared speeches. So many great speakers and evaluators will be there to say the speech and evaluate the speaker. Second phase will have a table topics. And the third phase, we will have the general evaluations or the evaluations, which again, everybody look forward to. So to begin with, I really first would like to call upon stage our general evaluator today. So our general evaluator today is Diptendu. Diptendu, yeah. Would you permit me to introduce you?
Oh, yeah, sure, please. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Diptendu is a musician and a public speaker by passion. Again, a lot of value-added information he shares every time he comes onto the stage. He works as a software engineer in telecom domain. He is immersed in data analytics and AI domains. Stage is yours, Diptendu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for that wonderful introduction. So today I'll be playing the role of general evaluator. I would be observing meeting from the beginning to end. I already have observing the meeting, and along the way I'll try to identify areas where we can collectively improve the quality of the meeting so that it adds more and more value to the members and guests who attend this meeting. I wouldn't be doing this job alone. I have a team of supplementary role players. There are 3 supplementary roles here at Toastmasters primarily. That is the timer, the R-counter, and the grammarian. Today, the timer's role is being played by Toastmaster Prem. So, Prem, can I request you to take the virtual stage and explain a little bit about your role? Prem?
Yeah, morning. Morning, everyone. Morning, Toastmaster Diptendu. And so, greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will keep, the table topics, speakers, the formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and the red cards, which denote specific times remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their speeches to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their speech to their specific speech times, and speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I'll raise green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. Evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you. I'll give my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prem. Prem, the cards that you would be showing, can we have a quick look at them if possible?
I just wanted to check, I have those 3 cards on the PowerPoint. Can I share the screen?
Yes, yes, you certainly can. Do you want to take a swipe at it? Just try it once.
No, I want to check that, yes.
Sure, let's go ahead.
I will
Try sharing your screen. Good. So,
okay.
yeah, we can see your screen clearly, Prem. Your window would be pinned besides the speaker, I think, when a speech is going on or when an evaluation is going on. But of course, all of us should keep an eye out on Toastmaster Prem's screen as well, whenever he wants to display the timing signals. Prem, I think we are good to go. Thank you so much.
Right.
We also are now counter today. So, Toastmaster, okay, Chintan, do you want to say anything? Chintan,
I
please
just
go
want
ahead.
to request the timer that just the flash of this shared screen would be okay. The screen should not remain up. So I just want to request that once the card is shown, then the stop sharing should be done. That's the only.
Right. Let's look at that. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Chintan. Thanks, Prem. Moving on to the other 2 supplementary role players that Ankan amidst us, Toastmasters Club of Storytellers, comedian, and from what I have experienced with him, he would do a fabulous job. But not putting any pressure on him, let us hear from Ankan on what these 2 roles entail. Toastmaster Ankan. Ankan, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. So thank you, Toastmaster Diptendu. I'll be playing role of accounter and grammarian today. So as an out, listen every speaker carefully and notice the filler words, repetitive words which they might be using. Like, for example, I mean, so that. These words are and I'll repeat users of English, which they might be using them in their speeches. And as a grammarian, my job is also to provide word of the day, which I have chosen to be forbidding, which means unfriendly or threatening in appearance. I'll request every speaker to use word of the day today actively in today's meeting session, and I'll be presenting my report at the end of the session. Thank you very much.
Ankan, can you please repeat word of the day, please, once more?
Forbidding, I'll type it down in chat box. Forbidding, it means unfriendly or threatening in appearance.
All right then. Wonderful. Thank you, Ankan. And those were the supplementary and Prem and Ankan during the general evaluation section. As I hand the virtual stage to Toastmaster Monica, I just like to state a statement which I heard in the American sitcom The Office, wherein a character said that if you dig long enough and hard enough in a conversation, you reach another human being. So let us try to reach the hearts of each of the meeting attendees today with the speeches we deliver and with anything that we say, because that really is the essence of Toastmasters. And with this, I'd like to hand the virtual stage back to TMOT Toastmaster Monica.
Thanks, Toastmaster Diptendu and your entire team. And we look forward to the value that you will be providing towards the evaluation segment. before that, I really want to talk again about this uh, resistance. That this resistance is not there to support you, but it's a kind of a intuitive system guiding you that something needs to be corrected or something needs to be improved on. As Dipendu said, right? So that when you dig deeper, you are able to connect different person. Same way, if you dig deeper with this resistance, you will be able to connect with your own self. You'll be able to find out why this resistance is stopping you. Probably some messages there which you need to decode. In the session to continue, I'll share more on how you can actually catch, how you can identify these triggers that the resistance is throwing onto you, and how you can use it for your benefit. And then let's begin what we have been waiting for so eagerly, the prepared speeches. So our first speaker would be Chintan, and his evaluator is Deepti. Deepti is a technical writer by choice and a Toastmaster by chance, mom to young kids. She looked forward to being on a journey of self-discovery and self-change through the Toastmasters. And I would like to call upon Deepti on stage.
Monica, we've switched roles, so Mehek will help evaluate Chintan's speech for today.
Okay, all right. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so then probably I'll call upon, not probably, but yes, I will call upon Mehek Kapoor on stage as an evaluator for Chintan. Mehek is a student at Delhi School of Economics. She can be a little bit high maintenance, a little bit lazy, and occasionally even a little insane. Drawing, painting, reading, listening to music, and other relaxing activities provides her the peace. I would like to call upon Mehek, the wonderful Mehek.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. Good morning, dear fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Chintan, who is going to deliver a speech from the pathway Dynamic Leadership. He is on level 3, project 1. The purpose of the speech is connect with storytelling. Timer, please note that the timing would be 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker all the best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Okay. All right. With that, I would like to begin this journey of the speeches. I would like to call upon Chintan. Chintan, NP Seth, is a clinical research professional who joined Toastmasters in September 2021. Currently, he serves as an area director to District 06, part of USA, and president at a club in District 98, which is in Gujarat. He has won many contests in Toastmaster and is mentor for many aspiring communicator. He's a professional keynote speaker and a founder of communication and leadership coaching studio called Polish Your Purpose. He wishes to impact the world with the power and magic of words, keeps him in the arena of public speaking. And today's his topic for the speech is the green Mercedes. Chintan, the green Mercedes, Chintan.
Imagine you are sitting in a black auditorium, which is so piercing dark that you cannot see around what's happening. There's light only on the stage, which is bright yellow. Someone, a middle-aged guy with a black tie, goes on the stage and announces as he holds the podium. He says and shouts, the gold medal for the batch of diploma 2003-2005 goes to Chintan Sheth. And I jumped off from my chair as I wanted to go on the stage. And I jumped on the stage. I shook hands with the man who was the principal of my college. He awarded me a gold medal. What a feeling. I posed like SRK on the stage with my medal. And then, while with my chest filled with pride and face filled with joy, I was walking down the stairs and I looked around. I looked at the security guards, the teachers, my fellow classmates, my juniors, with whom I spent 2 years of my college. It became my second home as I literally stayed in the library. I studied more than any average teacher reads in the library. I sometimes used to forget to eat food. I used to read with empty stomach because I was hungry for the knowledge. And a below average student scored the gold medal in diploma. But as I was walking down the stairs, all I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose the smile and salute of the security guard, the smile and appreciation from my teachers, the hugs and the memories with my fellow classmates. There was a chance for me to relive those moments if I enroll myself into degree course, but that course would cost me 2 lakhs rupees in that time. And I had no courage to ask my mom that would you be able to give the entire life saving for me to study? Have you ever been in a situation where you had no option? But as I walked down and sat on my chair, the coolest professor of my college came to me, tapped on my shoulder, and as I looked around, he said, Chintan, you can get the discount on donation as you are the topper of your batch. What? The donation can be reduced? And then he said, but Chintan, it has to be approved through Mr. M.R. Doraswamy. Now, Mr. M.R. Doraswamy was the founder of my college, a man in his 70, man of very few words and a very stern person who is in no contact whatsoever with anyone. His only contact person was his secretary. And even his secretary did not have his personal mobile number. The only way to predict or ensure that Mr. Doraswamy is in the college is his green Mercedes zooms in the campus, and that ensures that he's there in the campus. I went to my room, I took the fresh paper, I put up the margin, and I wrote an application to reduce my donation. And on the very next day, I sat on the bench of Doraswamy's office, waiting for that Mercedes Benz to zoom in. And there was his secretary. Now, have you met any person by looking at the first glance? You hate that person? That was her. She was small, but she has authority so big that the room was filled of the attitude. And I could not even enter there. I was sitting on the edge of the bench outside the office of Mr. M.S. Doraswamy. I could listen to the distinct chatter of students, and I could listen to the principal office having the noise of meetings. But I was sitting alone on the bench, waiting for the green Mercedes to come. Have you ever sat on the bench alone, waiting for something to happen? And that secretary lady was speaking Kannada to every staff member who were passing by and making jokes on me. She was mocking me. Little did she know that I also knew Kannada, but I had no option but just to sit and focus on the Mercedes. Have you ever been mocked in your life? How does it feel? I was ashamed, but I had no option. That coolest professor once came to me as he was seeing me sitting on the bench for days altogether, as I was skipping the college, but I was sitting on the bench. And he told, Chintan, remember that he will consider your application as you have the caliber. You just focus on the Mercedes. Days passed, weeks passed, and suddenly after 3 weeks, as the sun set down and the long shadows appear in the college campus, I could see the shiny metal of green Mercedes entered into the campus. And a guy, old-aged person with the stick, walked out of the Mercedes. And I went and took him in the office. Now the door was about to shut, and I slid through the door. I was slim at that time, so I could slid. And the secretary asked, "What do you want?" I said, for the first time, that I just want to give this letter to the person who's sitting there called Doraiswamy. She asked for the letter, very few words, wrote something and gave it to me back. And the words were completely waived off. My donation was completely waived off. I was wanting to just have reduction, but it was completely waived off because I focused on the Mercedes and I ignored the secretary. In life, when you have a goal and you are at the edge of the seat alone, are you waiting for the Mercedes? Or are you waiting for the naysayer? Thank you.
Awesome speech, Chintan. I would now give everyone 1 minute of time to share their comments in the chat. I think 1 minute is over. All right, so with that, we'll continue this journey of speeches. So we have a next speaker as Charu, and Swati Singh will be evaluating her. Swati Singh is pursuing her master's in biotech. She joined Toastmasters a few months ago to hone communication skills. Swati, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. The speaker that I am going to evaluate is Toastmaster Charu, who will deliver her Level 1 Project 1 icebreaker speech. The purpose of the project is to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Timer, please note that the timings will be 4 to 6 minutes only since it's an icebreaker. With that, all the very best, Toastmaster Charu, and back to you, Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. So with that, we call upon Toastmaster Charu. Charu has 17 years of experience in data analytics and an IIT graduate, and is a best-selling author of the book called The Lady in the Mirror. Charu brings a unique blend of passion of technology and storytelling. So eagerly waiting to hear you, Charu. So Charu's title of the speech is Desire, Life, and Me. Desire, Life, and Me. Charu, Desire, Life, and Me.
Thank you so much, Monica. And when you truly desire something, the whole world conspires to help you achieve it. A very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. A book called Alchemist, written by famous author Paulo Coelho. In my life, my desires, my passions have always given me a turning point. So this is what the focal point of my life has been, my desires. I'm Charu, and I was born in UK, Belfast, where my father was pursuing his postdoctoral fellowship in physics. As soon as I was born, my father decided to move his base back to India at his alma mater, the then University of Roorkee. And it was at Roorkee University campus that I spent the next 21 years of my life. Now here I would like to introduce about this quaint little town of Roorkee and tell you about its history because it holds a great significance in my life. So Roorkee in used to be a small mud hamlet, which was not of any major significance. However, during that time, there was a great famine in the North India, and the Britishers, East India Company, had major losses because the peasants couldn't pay taxes, and a lot of care had to be done because of the famine, and a lot of food and health supplements had to be provided to them. So they decided to embark on a very ambitious project called the Ganga Canal Project. Now this project was to build a dam and a canal on our holy Ganga river and take from Ganga to across, like from, just imagine, from Haridwar to Kanpur. And in the way irrigate the soil of the low-lying lands and make it profitable. It was a very ambitious project. And then at Roorkee, there was a small rivulet called Solani. It's a river. And in order to bring the canal, they had to build a way to have water over water. Just imagine there's a river which is, just flowing freely. And then you carry the water of Ganga Canal water on top of the river somehow, and then make it work. Very ambitious and very undoable project. But they were bent on it that no, we can make it work. And that's how India's first aqueduct, in fact, Asia's first aqueduct was formed, the Sonali Aqueduct. Now, to have achieved such an engineering feat, you also need resources, right? Resources, by resources, I do not mean building material, but mind, designing. And therefore, they also established Asia's first technical university, Thomson College of University in Roorkee, Thomson College of Engineering, which was post-independence. Roorkee. Now, growing up in the beautiful campus of Roorkee University, it was my heart's desire to get into that college and study there sometime, just like my father did. And it was also my parents' strong desire. You'll understand why. They also wanted me to graduate from University of Roorkee and be something. So when I was 7 or 8, the entrance exam, the term entrance exam, was introduced to me, and I understood that you had to crack an exam to get into your dream college. When I was 14, my desire was so strong that if God just appeared before me someday and asked me, Charu, what do you want from your life? Ask one thing. I would say, God, please get me into IIT. So into Roorkee University. When I was 17, I cracked the IIT JEE exam, and now Roorkee was now IIT, and I barely managed to get a rank enough to get me admission into IIT. So my dream was realized. I made it into my dream college, but the branch was not of my choice. I got allocated to the least opted branch, which was architecture. Architecture needs a blend of engineering as well as design creativity. The latter was never my strength. So the next 4 years, I spent living my challenging dream. Challenging because each day I was going to the campus and walking up the stairs of the main building, and I thought, it's my dream. But when I came back, I was like, nobody wants to form a group with me. I'm so bad at design. But due to persistence, I sailed through. As soon as I completed graduation, I switched my field. I took up software engineering. Now, since then, there have been many ups and downs in my life. I have achieved all that I have desired, like going abroad and earning well. I lived abroad for being a person of my choice, starting a family, bearing and rearing kids, and getting myself up to a level in my career, writing books, which has been my passion. So I have achieved it all, but not without the challenges which came by it. Life has been pretty smooth, but on an ending note, I would say, the sad part is that 20 years back, the greatest achievement of my life was getting into IIT. And 20 years later, it remains my greatest achievement till date. So, but perhaps I'll make a major impact sometime in my life, at least in life of my near and dear ones, and become something more meaningful in IIT.
Awesome speech, Charu. Thanks for letting us know your speech. And 1 minute of silence to give us that.
That should be fine, right?
All right. Okay, so with that, we complete the speeches today, but the next segment again is more exciting, and that's where all your resistance is about to come out into play. You know how resistance will talk to you? First, it will create a doubt. Will I be able to speak? Will I be able to do it justice? Then it will cause you overwhelm of your emotions. Your body would start to sweat. You would have shivering in your hand or legs. Even when you are at the verge of beginning your speech, resistance would, cause little shaking in your voice. It would help ask you, okay, let somebody else speak this time. I'll speak next time. Your procrastination is talking to you. Then it would also call, what if I fail again as I failed last time? So this fear to failure would speak to you. Then, am I looking good or not? So your physical appearance is what now starting to talk to you. And this is all different ways that resistance will, come into its play just in few minutes as we begin the next segment of table topics. But let me tell you, the moment you catch this resistance, you are almost in a place to take control of it. And the next thing you have to do is take a note of it. Okay, something is worrying me. Something is asking me not to do, but let me still give it a try. What if I do it well? It is self-talk that it empowers you rather than it disencourages you. So when your resistance say, okay, maybe you won't be able to speak, tell it by yourself that let me still try, let me still try, let me still fail, let me still take a next step. Maybe once I am able to speak for 1 minute, I feel more confident to even go for 4 minutes or 6 minutes or 10 minutes of speech. So that's how you can actually handle your resistance. Keep a check on it, because unless you are aware, you are really not prepared. So awareness is very first step to begin the journey of improvement. Stay between the beautiful topic of table topics that would be presented by our own Deepti. So Deepti, I have